G'day gang. Welcome back to the channel. I'm MP Numbers and I appreciate you being here today. Now today we're looking at a deck for the 5th part of the Ravnica War event. And for this one it is Ravnica Constructed, so only cards from the 3 Ravnica sets that have recently been released. Lots of different ways you can do this one. You can try and focus on a guild, you can try and mix some stuff up, but I'm trying something that I think is going to be pretty fun. Now let me ask you now, if I told you that you could pay 1 life at the start of your turn and get a 4/4 Flying Angel with Vigilance, how would that make you feel? Yeah, that's what I thought. What about if I told you that for 4 mana at instant speed, you can get a 4/4 Flying Angel with Vigilance? Pretty good. What about for 3 mana at sorcery speed, you can get 2 4/4 Angels with Flying and Vigilance? That's pretty exciting, and that's what this deck is trying to do, because of course it is all based around Divine Visitation. So let's take a look at the deck. Now, you've seen a lot of the cards in the deck, but of course we're running Divine Visitation. It is our main card. I'm currently running 3 of them. This could be a mistake, but they're actually terrible in multiples, so as long as you can draw 1 of them, you're pretty fine. And as you also saw, we're playing Dawn of Hope, we're playing Dreadhorde Invasion, and Ethereal Absolution as our other enchantments in the deck. And the goal, of course, is to get them in play while you've got Divine Visitation and start popping out angels every single turn. And of course, they do also work by themselves if you don't draw your Divine Visitation. Dawn of Hope can pump out Lifelinkers to help you keep you alive. Dreadhorde Invasion, you don't get a choice, pay a life, but if you get him up to a 6 power zombie, you start getting that life back anyway. And Ethereal Absolution, of course, has that second role where it acts as a bit of removal for your opponent's 1/1s and makes your team a bit stronger. It gives you 5/5s instead of 4/4s, which is pretty exciting. Now, some other ways we've got to make tokens. We have a one-of, just for a bit of fun more than anything, a Finale of Glory. I'm really hoping that at some point while I'm playing these games, I can spend 12 mana and get myself 20 angels. That'd be nice. Outside of that, we've also got Sworn Companions as a 4-of, because that's just 2 free angels. And finally, Teo. Now, Teo is in the deck because he gives you hexproof. I feel like there'll be a bit of burn and discard happening, so I'm thinking hexproof is going to be helpful. Plus, you can -2 to theoretically make a 4/4 angel with Flying and Vigilance. Now, we only have 1 actual creature in the deck, and that is the Orzhov Enforcer. This guy does act as a semi-removal spell, obviously the Death Touch taking out any creature that it blocks or gets to do tougher with, and then it does die into a spirit, which, again, perfect world, is going to be dying into a 4/4 angel. We're also running 4 Mortifiers and 2 Spark Harvests, backed up by 2 Cry of the Carnariums. The Spark Harvests come in handy because sometimes if you have to play your Dreadhorde Invasion early, it can be tricky to get the zombie off the board to make yourself an angel instead. So maybe you sacrifice it and throw it at your opponent. Now we round the deck up with lands. I'm currently running 26. Because we do want to hit 5 and 6 mana regularly, I've got a little bit higher than I normally go with my constructed decks. And that's it. So as you can see, the goal of the deck is to survive the early game, get Divine Visitation down as soon as possible, and then just start pumping out 4/4s and win the game that way. As always, we're going to check out some games, and before you do, take a second, pause the video, jump in the comments, let me know how you think it's going to go. Is it going to be any good? Is it going to have issues? Have you tried something yourself, or have you seen something like this? Let's go ahead. Alright, so let's see how the deck goes. Remember, the goal is to get 10 wins, and this week we can unlock the Whiteley style, the Ashiok style, and the Sarkhan style. We've got all of them so far, so let's see how we go this week. This hand's pretty sweet. Triple Orzhov Enforcer, that means we're going to hold the board pretty early unless they have a sweeper. Sworn Companions is also some 1/1s if we need them, and then we just need to draw into good stuff. Aggressive opponent, but we're going to assume aggressive off Guildgate. Maybe not so much. Plays their 3rd land. Doesn't. Okay, so I take back the aggressive comment. We're going to attack and see what happens here. And I guess we just play the Dreadhorde Invasion, hope to start getting some value. This is a true fire captain. This could just be the default Boros deck that you can get from Amazon Prime. I did a video on that one last time Ravnica Constructed came around. Alright, what we want to see right now is Divine Visitation, nothing else. Legion War Boss. Sure. We'll block that. Yeah, we'll block it. Having the zombies alive, it's tricky because sometimes you want the zombies to live, sometimes you're happy for them to die so you can get your visitation value. Sergeant, sure. Get all this creature kill value. Well, there's a Theory of Absolution. We're a mana short for that. Yeah. Play Swarm Companions because they have lifelink and they can allow us to start drawing cards with the Dawn of Hope. The only thing about building your card around your deck around a single card is that if you don't draw that card, it's quite frustrating. We definitely need this land. There's the Visitation. And there's that. Okay, this is pretty cool. So play the Visitation this turn. We'll attack with the zombie. Do we attack with the zombie army or do we leave it to block? We'll leave it to block. No attacks. So theoretically they attack with the Swath card that kills our 1/1. We block with the Death Toucher. We block. So we kind of want everything to die here. Not everything to die, but we want stuff to die. If we block here, and block here, then we're going to get 2 4/4s in the air, and then we're going to untap and get another 4/4. Combat trick? Oh, they did that to the Garrison Sergeant that has double strike? That's interesting choice there, opponent. Okay. That one makes a little more sense. Still gonna get a 4/4 angel out of it though. Okay, there we go. So opponent's got all of the combat tricks. Now if we draw a land here, that's pretty good. There's another 4/4 angel. There's Cry the Carnarium, which we can't cast because we don't have double black. So here are our choices. We can play Finale of Glory to get 3 angels. We can play Orzhov Enforcer as a blocker. Or we can make a angel. I think we just attack and then make 3 angels. Seems pretty good to me. Boom. Next turn we get another angel. The good thing about this kind of deck is now we can just start blocking aggressively. Like we're going to lose a bunch of stuff here, but that's fine. So we double block there, we double block there, we block here, and we block here. So even if all of our angels die here, surely we're going to kill most of their creatures. Then we get 2 new next turn. Yeah. And we're opponents on 10 life. Yeah. Just some interesting plays by our opponent, but Hey, we got there. Alright, this hand is 3 lands, Enforcer, Harvest. Finale of Glory gets me a 1 duty if I'm desperate here. It is a keep. Obviously, worth knowing we're playing the Guild Gates because that's all you've got, Guild Gates and shocks. I've only got 3 of the shocks in my collection. I don't have any rare cards left, so we're 3 shocks and 4 Guild Gates. Another Spark Harvest, not terrible. Opponent is on Plains. And Swamp, alright. Ooh, Celebrant, maybe a Aristocrat style deck. And I guess we just hold off. Fourth land is good. Fourth land is good. Fifth land would be exquisite right now. Again, I mean, just as we saw in the last game, just going Divine Visitation into a 3x Finale of Glory. It's hard to lose that game. Not impossible, of course, but pretty hard. Seraph of the Sails. Alright. So we're going to take a hit from that. What we probably going to look at doing, we didn't get the land. Okay. That's annoying. We might attack with the Enforcer and sack it to kill the Seraph. Have to play Cry and then Spark Harvest to get the value I'm looking for to stop the... I suppose I can... Let's attack. If they block, that's fine, we just Cry them. If they don't block, then we Spark Harvest. Sacrifice a creature, target this one. Sacrifice a creature, submit. Seraph is just too good. We can't leave it be alive. Sure, I would have much rather get a an angel off that. But now we're live to Cry the Carnarium if we want to. Opponent's at 5 lands. Opponent plays Teespring. Opponent's on Afterlife. Okie dokie. Do we want to block here? Yeah, I think we're fine to block. Again, we're live just to draw a land. That's all we want to do right now. Nothing else matters except for drawing a land. Perfect. Divine Visitation is beautiful here. No attacks. If we can get this Enforcer dead, if we could draw a Swamp or a Black Mana Source here, we can Spark Harvest to Cry the Carnarium. Ah, come off it. That sucks. I'm going to kill this just to set up the Cry next turn. Man. Got mortified. Feels bad. Hey, never mind. Let's try again. 13 life. We're gonna yeah. Kaya. Well, that's not what we want to see. But next turn, we can. If we're on 7. Another Divine Visitation. Probably the worst thing we could see here. What we could do is we could Glory for 2 and then Spark Harvest one of them to kill Teespring. I mean, all you're going to do is exile. I think we're just dead. I mean, Cry's not terrible here. Clears all of these, keeps her alive. She's got 2 power. Yeah, let's do that. Cry. end turn. If we draw another land next turn, then we can look at doing a 4-mana Finale of Glory. X equals 4. Opponents kind of run out of gas here. Even if we don't, we've got 3. They exile 1. Okay, well let's... do we pay 2 life for this? I think we do. So they can kill 1 with Taser. We're going to have 4. This is probably the riskiest play of the night, but let's see what happens. 2, 3, 4. Then they kill 1. We kill Kaya. Oh, maybe just leave her there. Opponent gives us the nice. Awesome. I like when the deck does what it's supposed to do. And this is the disappointing part. The second Divine Visitation in our hand, pretty useless right now unless our opponent mortifies again. But even then, we don't really want to be casting it. Yep. If they attack with Taser, we block. Opponent plays a land. Doesn't do anything for itself. No, it's only for death triggers. Swan Companion's pretty nice here. We're not killing Kaya just because they could have, you know, Aid the Fallen or anything like that. We don't want her coming back from the graveyard. Swan Companions. Do you want to Spark Harvest Kaya? Maybe. Oh, actually, we've got lethal involved. May as well. Let's keep our lethal up. See what happens. Opponent hitting the land train. And that should be it, right? Get in for 20. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so we're a little bit worried there with the opponent building up the board. Cry the Canarium really saved our butt that time. Another fine hand. Like we've got Mortify and Cry for early game. Spark Harvest isn't going to do much, and Ethereal Absolution obviously is a while away. Okay, another opponent on 1 mana stuff. So we'll get ready to cry after in a couple of turns maybe. Red black. Okay, yep. Maybe a red black Amass deck. He plays the 1/2 Amass guy, we know it is. Nothing. Okay. 4, 5. We're only 1 land, or in hand, we're 1 land away from Ethereal Absolution, which is pretty good against an Amass deck. I did play 1 game when I was testing this where our opponent had the March, the creator 1/1 Amass every turn, and I had Ethereal Absolution out, so opponent was just literally paying 1 mana every turn, or pay 1 life every turn for nothing. Attack for 1 here. Might be worth just crying soon, unless we draw something better here. Otherwise we might, maybe we'll give him 1 more turn here. YOLO. Since we got the second one, there's no point not doing it, right? There it is. The opponent had turn 2 that. Alright, we pass here. Next turn we go for the Ethereal Absolution. He's hoping our opponent misses on... Okay, never mind. City for 3, sure. Pass the damage. Opponent's stuck on 3 land, obviously that's relevant. Seems they're in a obviously more aggressive deck here. Ethereal Absolution. Probably going to win me the game. Opponent's got a 1/1 and 2 0/1s. We're going to untap with a Orzhov Enforcer. Attack for 1? Sure. Another land. Okay, we had 2/3 Orzhov Enforcer. Which survives Cry, that kind of area, which is cool. And we've got Spark Harvest and Mortify available. Sure. Give me a 2-2 instead of a 2-3. Fine with that. I could also start getting 2... No, I can't. Is it from an opponent's graveyard? It is from an opponent's graveyard. Well, that's mean. Get me for 1. Right, now we just need a way to win the game. That'll help. I get a 2-2. And then if we happen to draw Visitation, we can Spark Harvest it. Cryocanaria doesn't even help us here because it doesn't put the creatures in the graveyard, which sucks. I guess we just end turn. Put us destined to draw a land and start playing. There we go. 3 or 4 lands. There's an Engrath. Gives you guys Menace. I can kill Planeswalker with this, but I don't really want to. I can just mortify the 3/3, I guess. I could mortify the Reaver, make a 2/2 double block. No, let's just modify this. That way we get a 4/4 next turn, we can attack Engrath. Sorry, we get 3/3 next turn. It doesn't add 2 every turn. MP. Alright, let's attack. Attack Engrath. I like that, I like that. End our turn. Then we can make a 2/2 Spirit. Resolves. Resolves. Resolves.
If you want it, fight for it.
Creature, of course. We'll draw something good here. My turn. We got a 4/4. More lands. It's not what I wanted to draw. Alright, let's next. So we're going to kill this and attack you. 4 damage coming my way, 5 damage coming my way next turn. I need to live 2 more turns to be able to get the value out of Canary. Maybe we just cry again to kill these 2. This has trample. If it's a creature card. Could be a creature card, that's annoying. Maybe we just destroy and then make another spirit. Sorcery, isn't it? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's go. We can just pay the 5, can't we? Let's just do that. Kill this. Didn't even think of that. Didn't even think about paying the extra cost. Take 1. Another Ethereal Absolution would be wonderful here, because it means next turn I start gaining life off this. Do a mass, I take 1. I probably cry the Carnarium next turn to reset my board, to reset your board. My turn. We got a 5/5. Teo's helpful, I guess. Gives me dudes. Let's go next to attacker. So we want to knock this down to be a 1/1, and then we'll face this. Block with the 0/1, that'd be nice. No, it doesn't work because Cry would kill the creature anyway. Okay, so now we just need to survive this turn. So we've had pretty good control of this board. Even winning without Divine Visitation, which is nice. We've got a 1-4, a 5-5. So next turn, as long as we live through his turn, which feels like we should unless they do something crazy, we're going to start gaining 6 life from this. Opponent given the good game. I mean, okay. As I said, like if they had like lightning strike, we're dead. But hey, we got the win. So the deck works. It's in that it can work. If you make angels, it can work. If you don't make angels, as long as you can kind of control that board and not get heavily overrun, it's a lot of fun. As always, guys, comments wide open. Don't forget the rules of YouTube. You have to like it if you like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. And hey, drop in the comments. Let me know why you dislike it. As always, you can find me in so many places. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Discord, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitch occasionally, and obviously here on YouTube. If you want to support the channel, I am affiliated with Inked Gaming. They do some awesome playmat designs. You can even do your own custom ones. And if you use MP numbers 10, hit the link below in the description. You can get a 10% discount and throw a couple of dollars my way. Also, I have an eBay store up. You can check that out as well. I've got some playmats on there at the moment at the time of recording. And of course, Patreon. If you really, really love what I'm doing, Patreon is a way to chuck a couple of extra dollars my way. And we have some rewards out there as well. But again, thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here so much. Hope you've had fun with all these videos we've done for the special events. Gonna get back to doing some more drafting soon. I know it's been a while, but yeah. Bye. Another fine hand. Double Dreadhorde Invasion. We're on the draw. Dreadhorde Invasion on turn 2 is pretty sweet. If our opponent can't get early interaction, we're just going to overrun the game. If our opponent does have early interaction, we could lose pretty easily. Double Dreadhorde Invasion is great, except when you're playing against super aggressive Boros. That seems unnecessary.